Hey, we are coming from you from a very different location. I'm at a relative's house because we're traveling, and it is early in the morning. We just got here. It is Storybook Soapworks Day, and so I've got Hook on hand. Wonderful, wonderful scent from them. I really enjoy it. The blade for today is a Kai. I had to write on it to remind myself what it was, because if you know Kai blades, then you know that there's nothing on the blade. Now let us put that in the razor. This is a fatip testina gentile. It's got the solid bar, so you know it's not the grande. Just an unscrew. This is a all brass razor, and it is plated in whatever option you purchased. Nickel or chrome is a couple of the ones that I'm aware of. So this is a very gentle razor, as the name implies. This is a pretty rough or aggressive blade, as you may or may not know, and so it'll be interesting to see the combination, see what happens. It could be a wonderful duo. Some people gripe about how long it takes the blades to be aligned in this razor, and hopefully it won't take me too long. I mean, this thing is so smooth, it's worth the time, in my opinion. Okay. And post-shave, I have Chatillon Luxe Gratiot League Square, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing much of that right. If that's French, I'm guessing it's Gratiot. And Chatillon Luxe, yeah, I'm just doing my best here. And so we got the Kai blade. The brush is a silvertip badger. This is a golden nib. It's a silvertip knot, and it is the grade A, not quite the premium, but the grade A. A little wiry for me, but I'm trying to work it in and see what happens. It's been soaking for a few minutes. I think I'm ready to go. Let me do a little rinse. We've been on the road for about 11 hours or so no telling what my hair looks like. It's been in a hat most of the day anyway. Now I have bowl lathered up to this point, and let's do something a little different. Let's just lather on the face and load right in the bowl. As you can see, I often will use my little measuring scoop to hook out a small amount, usually 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm going to shake all the water out of my brush, and then let's see here. We'll just start loading up and see what we get. Great, great smell, like leather, gunpowder, you know, those sorts of things. Love it. Oh, now that's got to be plenty, I would think. Let's do a little bit more, just to be safe. And I think that's got to be plenty. I'm not a superb face latherer because I don't do it very much. So let's just give it a shot. Done it a few times. I used to do it a lot, actually, when I first started out with the Vanderhagen equipment. And I got that dialed in pretty good, but that's so long ago. All right, so this is ready to go on the face, and I've got my syringe to be able to add small amounts of water, controlled amounts, to my brush as I go. All right, let me face again, a little bit of rinse. Storybook. Here we go. Okay. Pretty dry right now, of course. It's supposed to be that way. There we go, starting to kind of cream up. Oh, that smells so good. It's a little bit on the thick side for me, and I'm a little concerned that I need to get it thicker because, I mean, add more water so that I make sure that I get enough lather for 3 passes. If you are well, I think most people will get their brushes a lot wetter before they load up for the face lather. They put some more in there. There we go. Because here's the thing, I've got this highly concentrated soap on my face, and I'm about to shave it off and flush it down the drain, and all I'm going to be left with is what's on my brush. So maybe I'll kind of try to wipe it off my face here to keep it on my brush. I could leave some in my beard, right? There we go. That'll just have to do. We ended up using about 2 3/4 teaspoons of water there. All right. Now the very sharp blade and the very gentle razor. Ooh, very nice. I think that's a very good, it feels like a very good combo. And surely it's going to cut well, huh? This is doing a great cutting job, and the mildness of this razor is really protecting me. And there we go. That felt great, very comfortable. I felt in no risk of any kind of danger or cutting or no irritation. Great. It's a great combo so far. All right. Now we take our brush. We do it again. I'm so used to having a big old bowl full of lather. The brush is definitely more wiry because there's less cushion, less lather. All right, I think that'll have to do. See how much soap I have left over in the brush for that third pass. Oh. It just feels like it's doing a great job of cutting. Very minimal blade feel. I mean, it's almost like magic where I'm dragging this thing across my skin and something is cutting, but I don't really know what it is. Very little audio feedback. Wow, it's just tremendous. I sure hope the results are good because I hate for this to be all comfy and leave a bunch of hairs that are uncut, you know, and not perform very well. All right, I'm just going to splash some water on my face to help with the lather. Not really going to rinse any off because I need to conserve what lather I have. If you are a bold face latherer, then I would appreciate your wisdom about how you know, have soap left over. I guess maybe what to do is to go back to the puck for a second and then be able to whip it back up again. One really good thing about face lathering is that your face really gets a good scrubbing. It's because you're doing the scrubbing on the face instead of in the bowl. And there we go. I'm kind of being quiet because it's early in the morning really, and I don't want to wake up my relatives. And there we go, 3 passes. And the Kai, tremendous. Feels like it's easy to find the sweet spot. I usually can't go this high, and so the fact that I am is showing how closely this has shaved me in the first 2 passes. For time reasons, I'm not going to do 3 passes. What an enjoyable combination. Kind of makes me want to revisit all of my mild razors. Now I still have to be careful right here on this hump because it presses the skin into the blade in like one area instead of spreading the pressure out across the whole blade like most of the face does. And so I could give myself a little bit of razor burn even with this mild razor. And there we go. All right. I'm going to pause you while I do a full rinse and just check out the progress. Okay, so the feel on that was terrific as I described. The result is kind of average, but that's after 3 passes, kind of 3 hurried passes. I normally do a neck-only pass after the 3rd, and so I feel that this would give me an above-average result if I were to do that. So, thumbs up. A really great feel. One of those types where you you don't even know that there's a blade in the razor, like I was saying. Something's doing cutting, but you're not really sure if it's a blade, you know, based on the feel. So awesome. And to have an above average result, that's cool too. Now I guess the thing is, I would maybe expect it to give me a little better result, being the considering the cost of the Kai blades. They're, I think, one of the more expensive ones. And so in that sense, they're probably a little bit of a letdown, because there are other blades that are cheaper, that give better results, and definitely plenty that give the same results. However, that feel might be worth a little bit of extra money, because that was remarkable. So what do I have on hand for the post shave? I have some, I already showed you this. It's warm because, yeah, it's been in the vehicle all day driving. This drive was brought home safely by 5 Hour Energy. I'll tell you what. And it's actually not the actual 5 Hour Energy, because that stuff is expensive. Go to the Dollar Tree and get it for $1 instead of paying like $4 anywhere else. All right. Matter of fact, a lot of times at the Dollar Tree you can get a bottle that's twice as big as what you find at Walmart. You get it at Walmart, I think it's like $2.50. But you can get a bottle twice that much for $1, and it works the same exact ingredients. Man, this is a great sophisticated scent. I really enjoy it. All right, terrific. So, travel and shave. Face lather, not too bad. I am done several minutes more quickly than I am when I bowl lather. However, I feel like that third pass was, you know, a little wanting in terms of a creamy lather. I had to go back to the puck, but maybe that's what face latherers do. So there we go. That's my attempt. Like I said, I'm not a face latherer. There are other guys who probably do it a lot more efficiently than I do. All right, but I feel good about the shave. No irritation, no bleeders, no redness. That's terrific. All right, I'm going to pause you while I clean up. Hey, here's something very interesting that happened by accident. I took the handle off of my head assembly. It had the blade in it. Right now it doesn't for safety, but I normally take the head unit like this and let the bottom drop off onto my shaving towel, just any towel, hand towel, and then the blade is stuck in this thing, and then I'm trying to get it to unflex and come out. Well, by accident, I did the same thing this time, but it was upside down. And so what happened was, no, it was, how was it? Yeah, it was like this. This was upside down. And so I was holding it this way, and since with this head, the edges of the razor blade stick out a little bit, I was able to hold them. I let the top cap drop away. The blade was still here. And now there's no center pin to try to bind it. And so it easily dropped away onto another part of my towel. And that was the easiest I've ever gotten a blade out of one of these, and very safe as well. So if you have it upside down with the posts facing up, let the top cap drop away while keeping the blade in between your fingers here. And now the blade can easily be placed somewhere safe. Now, most of the time, you are going to probably keep the same blade in the razor. And everybody pretty much advises you to just leave the blade in the razor, don't take it out. But I'm changing blades every day because of experimentation purposes. So there you go. Pretty cool little discovery. All right, well, that is the end of my clandestine, it feels like, since I'm kind of keeping my voice lowered, shave while I'm traveling and on the road, family members' house and stuff. The performance of this soap was just terrific. It does take a full quarter teaspoon last time I checked to get a lift lather for about 4 passes. And that's if you're bowl lathering, you know, it's more relevant to you there. But just a wonderful scent. It's not super strong. I'd say maybe it's a 4 or a 5 out of 10. Right about where I like it. I like it between 4 and 7-ish, and so that's still in there. So it's very enjoyable. There's a presence about you while you're using it. That's what matters to me, at least. So this Kai blade worked really well for me. I will repeat that that is a relative statement. Blades are very subjective. Kai may rip your skin up. It may seem like a very mild blade to you. There's a whole spectrum there. Just because it worked great for me, even if you were to duplicate all the stuff that I did, it may be very different for you. So your mileage may vary. Hope there was something in here for you that helped you. Take care, and we'll keep doing some face lathers and see if I can get good at that. If you are a face lather, I believe I said it, but go ahead and add some comments if you can recommend some technique changes so that I can be a better face lather, because every once in a while that is very handy. All right, take care, have a good night. I've got some rest to take before the another day of traveling tomorrow. Take care, have a good night.